Hey, this is Shaggy from Vertical Integrity. We're here to talk to you about cleaning and inspecting the Spec Pak. A good rule of thumb is obviously inspecting the device prior to each use. There needs to be a fairly robust inspection on a 6-month to 1-year basis per manufacturer. You'd like to refer to your authority having jurisdiction in terms of your own protocols. All right, first thing we're going to do is take the headrest off. How you do that is just undo the Velcro from either side. Pull it up through, set that aside. I'll come back to this in a minute. What I want to do is inspect all the straps and buckles. If I need to find out about the product label, born on date, and so on and so forth, it's found here. Tuck that back away. Again, looking at the buckles and straps, making sure that I don't have any abrasions or cuts. Everything's in working condition with this strap. Moving on to the other chest strap, same thing, just exposing everything. Taking a quick look, all my buckles are in nice working order. Moving down to the leg straps, freeing them up. Looks like everything's in order. All right, now looking at the front of the Spec Pak, again, I'm just looking for any abrasions, any holes, anything worn through. Obviously, this is a brand new piece, so it should be in perfect working order, but we'll give it a once over. One of the bigger points that we want to always pay attention to is obviously the life-saving piece of this packaging device. It's going to be here. I'm going to be looking for abrasions on the wear strip that is in place to cover the webbing. I don't see anything untoward here. My next inspection point is going to be for the bridle attachment here and here. I've turned it over on purpose because I want to look for wear and tear here. Any drag marks here, anything here. Looks like everything's in pretty good working order. Nothing's too marred up here. This is going to take a lot of damage over the life of the device. It's totally fine with scratches on it. It's obviously, we don't want any breaks or cracks or anything like that. And everything looks in pretty decent working order to me. Now that we've inspected the Spec Pak, we're going to move on to disassembly and cleaning. The first order of business would be to remove these 2 Allen screws. By removing these 2 screws, you separate the skid plate from the internal backboard. Okay, now we're going to flip the device as one, so I'm just going to support the skid plate, flip it over. The skid plate and backboard are now separate. Secondly, I'm going to tuck away the headrest, undo these 4 snaps, undo the Velcro at the bottom, and then separate the 2. There's your backboard. Headrest goes in the extruder style washing machine with the rest of it. There's a bungee that helps keep the skid plate and the body of the device together. We're just simply going to undo one of those knots, pull it out so we can separate the 2. Set the skid plate and backboard aside and throw it in the washer. If you do not have an extruder style washing machine, you can hand wash this with a mild detergent and rinse it and let it air dry. When to retire. If the Spec Pak does not meet inspection, if there is any structural damage to the backboard or internal supports, any stitching or webbing is significantly compromised, or if it was subjected to a fall, or if it has exceeded its service life, 5 years with regular use, 10 years from time of production, then it is time to retire your Spec Pak. For replacement or additional parts such as forehead straps, lifting bridle, or spreader bar, visit yatesgear.com.